Hello everyone, I did my presentation on Confucius. So, this is the brief history. Confucius was a philosopher and a political theorist. He was born during the Zhou dynasty in the state of Lü, which is modern Shandong, in the north. Kongzi was born into a noble family that fallen out of power. He was raised in poverty and often studied many subjects like history, poetry, religion, etc. Confucius worked as a government official in charge of taking care of granaries and animals. Later, he started being a philosopher and a private teacher. He collected and wrote his knowledge in a book called the Analects. Confucius' teachings consisted of many things, like moral cultivation, which is always improving and developing one's character and striving to be righteous. Familial duty, respecting and caring your parents and ancestors. Social harmony, properly adhering to social norms, respecting their role in society and relationships. His teachings were known as Confucianism. This ideology became the base of society, education, and government. An example of this could be during the Han Dynasty, where the Han used Confucianism as the state ideology. Government officials would have to study the Analects to pass exams and secure a role in the government. So this is what the granaries looked like. This is the inside, and I guess it looked kind of like a tower. History of writing. Confucius lived in ancient China during the Zhou dynasty. It was the longest lasting dynasty, and this was during a time of a lot of political turmoil. He was an important figure in the Chinese government during this time. His teachings were recorded by many of his followers in many texts, but his most famous one is the Analects. His teachings had an impact on education, politics, and society for many centuries in the future. So why did I choose Confucius? I chose to talk about Confucius because his ideas and book have had such a major influence on not only China, but a large portion of East Asia as well. I was interested in learning more about how the teachings and ideas of one man about ethics, respect, and social harmony had affected the way that people lived their lives and how the government functioned. I admire how much influence Confucius had on society and how the teachings in the Analects are still relevant today. I think talking about Confucius gives me the opportunity to discuss not only the historical significance of his ideas, but also how they are relevant today. His contributions. His book, The Analects, was a collection of his teachings. He talked about how to live a harmonious and orderly life, how to act with virtue, to respect your elders, and he emphasized having a good education. The Analects had a direct and major impact on education, government, and daily life. He laid the foundation of how people thought about morality, respect, and social order. Many of his students also put down his thoughts and developed them further in their own writings, such as the Book of Rites and commentaries on history. Confucius' students' works aren't just the teachings of Confucius, but also the interpretation of his teachings by his followers and how they apply them to the dynasty. The end. Thank you so much.